Okay, and welcome back for our final tour of Google Drive. Our first video tonight in the advanced section is going to be back to Google+. I gave you a very quick look at this in the beginners course, and we're going to just take a few more looks and see what we can do as far as some extra options that you have for your classroom. One of my objectives states that you can have students, you can use Google Plus to both serve as an online instructional tool and as an online way of collecting assignments. And so I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. First off, if you go up to more and you click down here, you see I have created two groups for each one of my classes. I have a freshman comp group and an honors comp group. And so again, I can click on, if I want to share something with my freshman comp group, I can click on that, and they can be the one who, whatever I share with them underneath this field only goes to those students who are in the freshman comp class. And again, I can click right here and I can click something or say, share something that is new. And this is basically how I'm going to use the posting capabilities to both post online instruction, but then also to collect grading papers. So what you can do here is if I click on profile, it has a couple of different symbols over here. And the first one that you have is a link. And so I can post a link to anything that I want. I can choose whether to post it to both my freshman and honors comp, or maybe I just want to do freshman comp and I take out honors comp. But let's say I want to post a document that has notes for them or a handout that I gave them in class. If I go over to Google Drive, and I already have this up here, you should know how to get into it by now, and I copy the link, go back to Google Plus, and paste it, it will load that sheet onto the thing. So any type of handout that you do for your class, if you want to make sure that they reiterate it, and yes, the students know where to find it on their Google Drive account and it's shared with them, but in order to reiterate that you want them to look over it, you can post it on their wall, and if you click share, that will share to all of your students in your Google Plus group that have freshman comp. So it's a nice way of posting handouts in order for them to go and look into it. And if they click on it, it'll take them right to that same Google Drive sheet that we had before. Okay, the second thing that you can do is you can post a date, and this actually connects with your Google Calendar. So if you want to invite names, people, or circles again, you want to do, let's invite the freshman comp class to this event. And this event is going to be Lord of the Flies presentations. And I have details, be prepared to present or work. Now up here we have a picture of a picnic. You can actually change the theme, and you have a bunch of different options here for just kids, wedding, night out, travel, other, or you can upload your own photos in here and put them in here. And let's just go, I'm excited about fall, so we'll set the turkey as a theme, and we'll change the theme. And then if you invite everybody in your freshman comp class, it shows up like this on their wall. Now the cool thing is, if you go over to Google Calendar, you will see that it shows up here, Lord of the Flies, got it? It shows up here as an event. So it will actually sync automatically with your Google Calendar, which is nice. The other thing that you can do, we go back to Google Plus, when you're sharing what's new, you can choose to upload a video. So let's say that your students, and I can either choose to upload video manually here, which I just choose which video to upload in the upload it, or I can choose to upload it from YouTube. And YouTube is a very nice instructional tool, and we're going to be having another video on that this evening. But let's say I want to try to flies video essay. There's a bunch of these little video essays that they give out here. You can see teachers use them as a grade. I want to post an example of one. I find it, I click on it, I click add video, and again, here it is, it shows up and your students can see. Again, if you go to profile and I want to share what's new, I can also share information or events about what we've been doing in class. So I could possibly share a picture of what the classroom looks like if I am setting up the classroom and I want the students to kind of see what they can look forward to. Or I might create another circle here called parents, and I can put all of the parents' emails addressed in, and then if I want to share things that their students are doing, if I want to share pictures of their students in class, I could do that, and it would be a nice way of networking with the parent. And again, you just click on add photos. It'll bring up an example. If I look at grad work and I have classroom example, I want to open up an example of my room. It'll upload that. And then you can see down here that I've uploaded a picture of my classroom and what it looks like for the parents. So that's a nice way of networking with parents and kind of creating a positive way of interacting with them without actually having to contact each one of them individually. You can kind of network with them and make them feel included by seeing what their students do each and every day in the classroom. So those are just some ideas for using Google to instruct your students. And I know I promised that I could also show you how they will turn in their documents. And again, this is connected back to Google Drive, and it's just a different way of organizing it. If you want to have your students only turn in information using Google Drive, you can do that. And if you only want them to post it in your folder, you can do that. But if you like having it on one place and you click it down through, again, you can go back to the top here. And let's say that I share, that I want you to please turn in your video essay, character essay by Friday at 10 p.m. Okay? And let's say I post that. Okay, so down here I have it added. And right here I have a post comment. And what you can have with your students is you can have your students post links to their documents. So your student can go over, okay, here's the essay that they wrote. They copy their essay out of Google Drives. They pop over here. And they paste it. And then they post their comment. And it will post as a link to that document. And if I click on it, it'll pull that document up. So again, it's a nice, kind of just basically a slightly different way of turning in, and obviously it shows you which student did this. And so if all of your students posted them in, you could just go down the line and grade all of your students' work using that. So yeah, like I said before, you can use all of this to use an online grading system. And you can use Excel just like you would Excel in your regular classroom to create a data sheet that will use, will grade the student scores on different things. So I promised you that, and this is just some basic stuff on how to do that. So that's the final kind of characteristics of Google Plus and how you can use them in your classroom. I talked about safety in the first video, and then these are just some more of the practical implications of using Google Plus to instruct and collect work from your students.